While the world swelters in the summer heat, somewhere else in China, people are bracing against a primeval force raging floods. In the dead of night, Hubei province became the epicenter of a devastating deluge not seen in decades. In just 12 hours, torrential rains dumped 312 millimeters over Hoàn Phong, shattering all previous records. As the city was plunged into darkness, the stillness was broken by the deafening roar of the three Gorges dam releasing water downstream, an emergency release of tens of thousands of cubic meters of water. Over 8,000 residents were jolted awake in panic. Public loudspeakers urged people to evacuate, even as water surged past doorsteps. Children screamed, adults scrambled to carry their elderly parents on their backs through pitch-black floodwaters. The haunting scenes touched the hearts of millions. Mothers cradling babies in drenched blankets, a boy guiding his grandfather through waist-deep intersections, entire towns lit only by flashing headlamps and desperate cries for help. On July 1st, 2025, an unusually strong subtropical high-pressure system, combined with La Niña effects and urban heat islands, triggered extreme rainfall across central China. Hoàn reported 312 millimeters of rain in just 12 hours, surpassing the records of both 2020 and 2016. According to data from the China Meteorological Administration, CMA, the number of days with over 100 millimeters of rainfall has nearly doubled since 2000. Climate change has increased atmospheric moisture, leading to shorter but more intense downpours. Localized overload occurs when drainage systems and rivers cannot cope, resulting in flash floods. Water inflow into the Three Gorges Reservoir exceeded 60,000 cubic meters per second, forcing emergency releases of 25,000 cubic meters per second equivalent to draining an Olympic-sized pool every second. CMA's forecasting models indicated continued heavy rainfall across Hubei, Shaanxi, Hebei, and Shandong over the next 72 hours. Unlike the slow-rising floods of 1998 or 2020, this year's floods struck swiftly and without warning, overwhelming response efforts. Hoàn Phong, grandfather carried to safety by grandson. At 3 a.m., a 10-year-old boy carried his 82-year-old grandfather over 2 kilometers through waist-deep muddy water. It was like thick sludge. Each step slashed my legs, the boy said, still trembling. Shijiazhuang, Hebei. A mother and 2 children trapped in underground garage. Ms. Zhang and her 2 kids were trapped when the garage flooded to chest height. They banged on the car window until rescuers forced the door open. I thought we were going to die, whispered her 7-year-old son Dali, Shaanxi. Brave teacher saves her students. Teacher Liu Fang carried an injured student and led her class to higher ground through rising floodwater. I couldn't leave any of them behind, she sobbed. Elderly couple rescued from a flooded elevator. A senior couple was trapped inside an elevator as floodwaters rose to chest level. Neighbors broke the door and pulled them out just in time. Volunteers and soldiers worked all night in Shanglo City. Dozens formed human chains to pass sandbags, deliver supplies, and evacuate the elderly throughout the night. The Three Gorges Dam, symbol of China's engineering prowess, faced a life-or-death challenge. With a capacity of 39.3 billion cubic meters, it became overwhelmed when upstream inflow exceeded 60,000 cubic meters per second. The emergency release of 25,000 cubic meters per second helped prevent dam failure, but caused sudden flooding. Downstream controversy erupted. Releasing water to save the dam, but who saves the people? Many in Wuhan and Jingzhou said they received no early warnings, compared to the U.S. Mississippi River system, where dam releases are accompanied by 24 to 48-hour notices and evacuation plans. China still lacks transparent communication mechanisms. The importance of early warning. Install CMA or Windy apps and enable emergency notifications. Prepare a survival kit. Flashlight, dry food, water, radio, medicine, and important documents. Evacuation plans. Identify 2 safe routes and higher ground. Avoid moving water. Just 15 centimeters of swift water can knock an adult over countries like Japan, with Tokyo's underground flood tunnels, and the Netherlands, with storm surge barriers, offer models to follow. China must shift from reaction to prevention. If Vietnam, Thailand, or Indonesia fail to upgrade infrastructure and warning systems, similar disasters are inevitable. Everyone must learn basic survival skills from simple water filtration to building makeshift barriers. What will you do if the alarm sounds tonight during the storm? Prepare before it's too late. At sunrise, the waters may recede, but the pain remains. Homes swept away, roads destroyed, and the survivors left with scars from that harrowing night. Can the Three Gorges Dam withstand the storms still to come? Will China survive one of its most extreme flood seasons? Don't miss our next episode. The next flood forms over Chongqing and Sichuan. Could it surpass the 2020 record? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because your safety and your family's depends on being prepared.